Hi guys, it's Dr. Justin Souther here, going through your second semester test. I'm on question 11. Here you're asked to find the equation of the line perpendicular to the tangent of y is equal to this function over here. This was the important bit over here. We're looking for a perpendicular line to the tangent. So once we find the gradient of the tangent, we need to find the gradient of the perpendicular line. And remember that the tangent line's gradient and the perpendicular line gradient, when you multiply them together, you get minus 1. Okay, but before we find that, we need to find the gradient of the tangent. Most of you managed this one, wasn't too difficult. So we've got y is equal to, I'm just going to rewrite this here, 2x times e to the x. So we've got a function here times a function. We're going to use the product rule to get the derivative of this function, because remember the derivative function gives us the gradient at any point. So the derivative is equal to, using the product rule, derivative of the first, well, derivative of 2x is just 2, times the second untouched, we leave the e to the x exactly as it was, plus the first function untouched, that's the 2x, times the derivative of the second, and of course the derivative of e to the x is simply e to the x. Now, this is the gradient, this is the derivative, and as you know, this gives you the gradient of the function at any point. What point are we interested in? Well, we're interested in the point 0, 0. So our x value there is 0. So at x is equal to 0, we can get the gradient of this initial function by substituting the x value into this here. So at x is equal to 0, the gradient of tangent line is equal to 2 times e to the 0, so we're just substituting the x into this gradient function here, which is the derivative, plus 2 times 0 times e to the 0. And that's equal to, well, e to the 0 gives us 1, so that gives us 2. And here we've got 2 times 0 times 1 again, so that whole thing there is just 0 and disappears. So the gradient of the tangent at the point 0, 0 is equal to 2. Now we want the line perpendicular to that, so therefore the gradient of the perpendicular line is equal to minus 1 over 2, because these two multiplied together must give us minus 1. We're not quite done. We now need to work out the equation of the line, and we're going to use this here, y minus y1, some point value with y1 is equal to the gradient times x minus x1, where x1, y1 is the point that the line passes through, and of course our line is passing through the point 0, 0. Our gradient is minus a half, so we've got y minus 0 is equal to minus a half times x minus 0. Those are just the 2 points that the line is passing through, and that's simply y is equal to minus a half x. That's quite simple. So most of you managed to get to the 2, but then use that as your gradient to get your final line, which of course is not the equation of the perpendicular line, which is what we're interested in here.